Hello Aquarius, this is FawnandFireIntuitive, and I'm doing love readings for end of March, early April 2018. This will be for Aquarius Sun, Moon, and Rising. So if this video doesn't resonate with you, check out your Moon and Rising signs. Also, I may describe something a little differently than how you are experiencing it, but the energy can be the same behind it. It is a general reading, so it's just not going to resonate with everybody. That would be impossible. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull an oracle card for something you need to let go of from your past, something you need to focus on in your present, and then what's coming in the future. Then I'll pull some tarot cards to expound on both, and some cards to talk about your love or the person you're thinking about. Give me a card for what Aquarius needs to let go of. One thing Aquarius needs to let go of from the past. Something they need to focus on in the present. This is very similar to Libra, actually, which is interesting. In your past, something you need to let go of is giving your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Okay, so somebody in this union has been kind of, in the past, did all the work. And the other person wasn't willing to put a lot of work in. And I even, I've never noticed this, but the way she's looking away, like he's leaning in to kiss her, and she's like, okay, like she's just not feeling it. So either you or the other person, you could be the one who just was like, I don't want to work on this anymore. And it seems like it was the right decision. Maybe you're doubting that decision. Like something about the relationship really turned you off and you let them go, but now that time's gone on, you're like, oh, was I wrong? And there's like a chance to reconcile, but it doesn't look like it's the right plan, because the outcome would be separation again. Okay, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So let's draw some more cards to look into this. And if it was you putting in all the work, it doesn't look like, even if they come back and they're like, oh, I missed you and I'm sorry, I'm going to be better. I don't know if they are. Two cards. Tell me about the past. What was happening? It's almost like somebody just didn't want to be, like they were settling for a relationship because they just didn't want to be single, and they felt like maybe it was their only chance. They kind of were operating in fear, not in truth, but there wasn't teamwork. We have the Three of Hazards in reverse. Like somehow somebody was not helping the other, like climb mountains. There wasn't like this cohesiveness and like a like the same vision of the future of like family and the white picket fence. You have the Queen of Swords in reverse, so this could be you, or you could be dealing with another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or even just like somebody older than you who wasn't really being honest. But the sense I get is more somebody was trying to settle, like just trying to make some sort of relationship work, even though it was not gelling, just because they were like, oh, well, it's better than being alone. Let's look into this reconciliation that's happening right now or in the very near future. Two cards. Explain this reconciliation to me. Yeah, it's more out of like just the habit of like returning to each other. rather than like a heart decision or a real stable decision, like feeling like you're not able to move on or looking back at the past. Somebody is looking back at the past like, oh, should I really let this go? Even though there was a storm, even though they know it's the right thing to do. Yeah, so it's like they'll come back and just kind of like test. Someone's going to, either it's you, like, hey, I'm still here, what do you think? Or it's them. And then we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So you see, like, it's clearly the mall has been overrun with zombies. There's a storm above it. And she's like taking her leave, but she's looking back like, but at least there was a roof on the mall. Maybe I should stay. It's like there was all these negatives, but she's like, oh, a Bergdorf Goodman's is there, so maybe I'll head back. And then we have the Seven of Hazards in the reverse. And to me, this is a lot. It's just the habits. Like, you see this zombie, he's getting like electric shock therapy on his brain. You know, when we're with somebody for a long time, even if all of a sudden, like, we don't really want to be kissed by them anymore, we create these, what's the word, junctions. We create these connections in our brain that become habitual. It changes our brain. That person becomes like a part of our life. And so it's very easy to always like look back and remember like maybe what could have been and not what actually was, because it looks like what actually was a lack of teamwork. What's going to happen with this separation? What else can they expect in the future for love? Yeah, it's like it's complete. You're going to lay down this burden for good. Somebody's laying down this burden for good, recognizing like it's just bones. It's not the real thing. It's like the illusion of a relationship. It's got the skeleton of a relationship, but then everything else, the heart, the security, the skin, the eyes, like you don't see things the same way. You don't talk about things the same way, but the bones are there, but everything else is missing. So it's coming to an end. Yeah, you're really going to like recognize truth and be willing to like fight for what you want rather than chasing after or being chased by something that just doesn't gel with you. You're going to start fighting for what you want as you recognize the truth. So instead of seeing like who this person is, let's see. What should Aquarius be moving towards? Yeah, you need to be moving towards what you ultimately want, the thing that will make you the most secure, okay? We have the Ten of Hazards, which is financial stability, family, love, like a real relationship. We have the Six of Cups, which is a soulmate, okay? And, you know, being willing to, with the Seven of Swords, not allow somebody with a lot of baggage to like make you feel less than, not hesitating with acting for yourself, recognizing that, you know, there is going to be some cleanup to do. We have the Four of Wands here, which is a higher level of commitment. So, you know, as you move towards a soulmate and somebody who can really give you what you want, there is going to be some cleanup to do from the past, some things you need to deal with from the past for sure. I'm going to pull 2 oracle cards to see if there's anything else for you. You know, if you hesitate separating from something that you know is over, it's like you're letting all of their junk rain down on you. That's the picture I get in my head. And you've been carrying that for too long. It's time to not carry that. Yeah, you need to use your intuition, Aquarius, okay? Aquarius are thinkers, which sometimes means they can be overthinkers. So it's like I said, they can focus on, well, the bones are there. The bones are good, but not necessarily, you know, it's like there's a lot missing. So tuning into your intuition, letting that guide you. Also, being willing to see what's covered in darkness, you know, not just... Sometimes things look really good on paper, but they don't feel right, you know? You could be dealing with a Leo, but we have the Angel of Strength here. You need to recognize your own strength and also be willing to be patient. You know, we had that air sign worrying about, well, what if this is my last chance? Or, you know, what if I'm going to be single forever? I just can't seem to work it out. Like realizing your strength in manifesting, realizing you're worth love, and also being willing to be patient. That seems to be an energetic block right now. Like it's like you're not trusting in yourself and you're not trusting in the universe. There's like a lack of faith. We have the Sun in reverse. So it started with that, you know, Queen of Swords in the reverse, this lack of belief in the truth that you can trust your intuition, the truth that you're strong and you can be patient and there's good things coming in for you, the truth that as you put that belief out, you know, the universe is going to come alongside you and help you and open up those doors and lead you to the right places. But your belief system right now is possibly one of settling and feeling like, yeah, well, if the bones are good, like, who am I to be picky? You know, sure, don't really like the way they kiss, and there seems to be some disconnect, and I don't really feel like I have a teammate, and we don't want the same things, but the bones are there, you know, recognizing that you're worth what you really want. I really hope this was helpful, Aquarius. Thank you so much for your support last month, all the comments and shares and likes and subscribes. If you like this video, please comment below if it resonated with you. Subscribe if you're interested in seeing more. I'm going to do my retro readings again about past relationships here soon, and some other different types of readings. If you need a personal reading, you can look in the box below. And my email's there. Just reach out to me. I'd love to talk with you. Lots of love and light to you, and I'll talk to you soon.